Ladies and gentlemen, gather close as we journey through a state that is as varied in its landscapes as it is rich in its history. Welcome to Alabama, fondly known as the Yellowhammer State, the Heart of Dixie, and the Cotton State. Picture a land stretching 330 miles from north to south, 190 miles across, adorned with rolling hills, fertile plains, historic cities, and a coastline that kisses the Gulf of Mexico. In just a moment, you'll sense Alabama's soul, in its southern charm, in its pivotal role in shaping the nation, and in the uphill trajectories of one of America's most resilient states. Alabama is a study in transitions, from the rugged foothills of the Appalachians in the north, where Chiaha Mountain, its highest point at 2,407 feet, stands proud, where Chiaha Mountain, its highest point at 2,407 feet, stands proud to the coastal plains and the moss-draped oaks of Mobile Bay in the south. Between these extremes lies the famed Black Belt, its rich dark soil once cradling the backbone of the plantation economy. Flowing through the state, rivers like the Tennessee, Coosa, and Alabama carve valleys and feed life into the land. The name Alabama comes from the Alabama tribe, Alabamu, meaning I open the thicket, a fitting tribute to the native roots of this land. European powers, including Spain, France, and then Britain, held sway until Alabama became a U.S. territory, achieving statehood as the 22nd state in December 1819. Alabama's history turned tumultuous as it seceded from the Union in 1861, becoming the first Confederate capital in Montgomery. The post-war Reconstruction era was one of upheaval and transformation, culminating in re-entry to the Union in 1868. The late 19th and early 20th centuries were marred by Jim Crow laws that institutionalized racial segregation. But Alabama would emerge as a crucible for the civil rights movement, with iconic moments like Rosa Parks' bus protest and the Selma to Montgomery marches echoing through history. Yellowhammer, Heart of Dixie, Cotton State, these names encapsulate Alabama's natural, cultural, and historical identity. The state bird, yellowhammer, the flower, camellia, and the longleaf pine tree further anchor the state's identity in its natural splendor. In Alabama, football is not just a sport, it's a way of life. College football, especially for the University of Alabama's nationally celebrated Crimson Tide, pulses with the energy of entire communities. From Mobile's claim as the birthplace of Mardi Gras in the U.S., dating back to 1703, to the celebrated Alabama Shakespeare Festival and the scenic Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the state is alive with culture and recreation. Nature lovers flock to Guntersville Lake, beaches of Gulf Shores, and the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. Once dominated by King Cotton, Alabama's economy now thrives on a diversified platform. Automotive, with plants from Hyundai, Mercedes-Benz, Honda, Mazda, Toyota, aerospace, steel, and technology. With 26 million visitors, 2017, spending $14.3 billion, tourism has become a significant economic engine. Attractions range from music festivals to natural beauty and historical museums. Alabama's homes are among the most affordable in the U.S., with a median sale price of around $220,000, half the national average. Alabama's recently updated constitution, adopted in 2022, is the longest in the world at over 369,000 words, following a thorough recompilation to remove duplications and racist language. Tax relief for families. Sales taxes on groceries and essentials have been cut, offering practical relief for families. Juneteenth. Recognition. Alabama is moving to formalize Juneteenth as an official state holiday, marking another significant cultural milestone. Space Command relocation. In a bold strategic move, the U.S. Space Command HQ is slated to relocate to Huntsville, strengthening Alabama's role in aerospace and defense. Alabama State University, ASU. A public HBCU founded in 1867, ASU has been central to civil rights education and transformative learning. University of Alabama System, serving 70,000 plus students across Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, UAB, and Huntsville, UAH. This system supports research and economic development. UAB is a major economic driver with a $7.15 billion annual impact. From its rugged ridges to the Gulf's horizon, from the legacy of cotton to the frontier of space, Alabama's story is one of contrast and triumph. It's a place where history and modernity collide, rich in culture, resilience, and innovation. As you reflect on the heart of Dixie, let this not just be an introduction, but an invitation. An invitation to explore deeper, listen to untold stories, and experience a state that continues to shape and be shaped by the soul of America.